Let's move to the next verse. So the second verse, Neelagrivam Shashankankan Nagayagnyopavitinam Vyagracharmotariyancha Varenyam Abhayapradam. So this verse describes again the divine appearance, again highlighting his symbolic attributes. What is it? We'll see. Neelagrivam, one with a blue throat. That's why he's also called as Neelakantha. Right? So what is it that we have seen the story? We've heard so many stories. Yeah. He takes the poison, Parvati comes and holds his neck. What is it? She was trying to murder him or what? Or he himself kept it over here only. All that we see. Anyway, even if you look at that story, it is to say that he is the cosmic protector. We'll go in detail about it. Hold on. Shashankankam, one who bears the mark of moon. Shashanka, moon. So he wears that crescent moon on his head. What does it symbolize? The cycle of time and immortality. We'll go into it again. Naga Yagnyopavitinam. He wears the serpent, snake as the sacred thread. Vyaghra Charmotariyam. He wears the tiger skin as his garment. And Cha means and. Varenyam. He is the most vulnerable or who is more worthy of worship, who is worthy of reverence. Abhayapradam, the one who grants fearlessness. Abhaya, fearlessness. Now let's go into the symbolic meaning or the subtle meaning of it. Blue throat, Neelagriva. So here it signifies his supreme compassion. We say that, okay, he held the poison to save the world. What does it symbolize is the ability to absorb negativity without being affected by it. See, he doesn't get affected from it, isn't it? Whatever poison that he has taken, whether it is whatever the story is about, he did not allow it to go down so that it affects his entire system. Neither he put it out so that it doesn't destroy the creation. So sometimes, what do we do when we hear some negativities? Some negative talk that we heard. What is our impulsive reaction to it? Yeah? Anybody? So what are we doing? We are putting it inside our system. When we hold on to that negativity, what are we doing? We're putting it in deeper and deeper into our own self. And we shout back or we are angry, all those things that we do. So what are we doing? By doing that, we are also affecting the outside. We are spreading that negativity. So we don't not only shout at that person back or we cry, whatever, something to make sure that, we show up that reaction outside. One more thing we will do. What we'll do, one more thing. So we spread that negativity around us. Right? So what is it that we have to learn from Rudra or Shiva of this story that we have? We keep telling, oh, he's Neelakanta, he's that, he's this for Shivratri, we will do this, we will do that. Yeah. And we have songs also for this blue-eyed person. But what is it that we have to learn every time that we see this, either the photo, the form? What is it that we need to remember is that Neelakantha, who did not allow the negativity to affect him, neither it to get affected by anybody else, including the person who has told that. So every time we have to remember that whatever hatredness comes towards you, you don't have to throw back also. Neither you should allow it to affect your own self also. And it may be difficult, but again, that takes immense courage. So the courage is not to throw back. The courage is not to spread that around. The courage is when you don't put it inside, nor you put it outside. By being very neutral, by not getting affected by it in any. See, the person who's shouting at you will shout at you. I don't react. Second time, again, he'll shout at you, shout at me. I won't react. Third time, fourth time, then he'll say, to hell with you, I'm not telling anything to you. It's fine. Have you seen? You just try this out. Anybody who's trying to provoke you, anybody who is throwing out a lot of negative words to you, just don't react. The person will start fuming and fuming and fuming because you're not reacting. And after a certain point, there's nothing more to tell, because most of the time it will go more and more only when two people are participating. If I shut my mouth, I don't react. I'm not taking in, I want to tell, but I'm not telling, not that. I'm not putting a tape onto my mouth to make sure that I don't tell. It shouldn't go inside also. It should not affect me in any way. Next time when I see that person, I shouldn't even think about that. Yeah, that requires tremendous amount of work. And that is what Rudram is. So the first lesson for you, the first thing that you want to change is this. Do not react. Do not take the poison inside you, nor spread it outside. Work on that. Can we? Okay, good. So that is Neela green. We'll do one more, the moon, and then we'll close it for today. Shashankanka, crescent moon, represents time, control over cycles of existence, and the cool, calming nature in spite of destruction. What is destruction here is, you look at the moon, what is happening? From full moon goes a little, though it may not be scientifically, it's not, but I'm talking about when we see the moon from outside, what is happening? There is a full moon, full, round, bright, big, and then slowly becomes, and we don't see the moon at all. And then again, it comes up little, and becomes that. So it gets born, destroyed, born, death, born. So it goes on into that cycle. What does it also show? That change is constant. Whatever difficulties that we have today, this too shall pass. We've seen the king's story before, right? When the king is, so one day he asks his ministers as to what is one advice that you can give me that will help me whether I'm in difficulty, whether I'm in happiness, every time, all through my life, what one advice which can help me. And a lot of ministers told a lot of things. One person said, I'll give you something, but don't open it right now. He wrote it in a piece of paper and gave it to the king. The king wanted to hold on to that because he said, use it when you really need to open it, only then. So he kept it with him. And after that, when he was attacked by enemies, he ran into the forest, didn't know what to do. Enemies are coming behind him. He goes and he stands near a cliff. There's no way out. Either he falls down on the cliff and dies, or he has to be, enemies will capture him or kill him. He doesn't know what to do. And at that moment, he remembers this advice, and he opens that chit and it says, this too shall pass. So he folds it, keeps it back, and he sees that the enemies, the trail gets missing and they go in the other direction, and the king is saved. Then he goes, he makes sure that he collects his army, he prepares, comes back to fight again, he wins the war, gets back his kingdom. Everyone is very, very happy, lot of happiness, lot of joy, dance, celebrations. And then he opens it again at that time and he sees and says, this too shall pass. So whether it is happiness or sadness that we have in our lives, the so-called happiness and sadness, everything shall pass. So whether it is challenging for you, whether it is a very happy occasion for you, whether it is a very sad situation for you, whatever is it, if you are able to remain neutral, you'll know that this too shall pass. Just like how the phases of moon is. With the passage of time, there are a lot of things which will change. It goes in a cycle. What goes comes around. Okay. So these two lessons, learn it from Rudram to apply it in your life. Okay. That this too shall pass, and don't take the negativity inside us, nor we spread it outside. Okay. So we will close it for today. We will continue with the explanation and then the rest of the shlokas, dhyana shlokams, the next phase.